Hello gamers, it has been a while, but I'm back and I'm planning to be back for the foreseeable future. I wasn't sure what to upload on YouTube, but as some of you may have seen and some of you may not have seen yet, World of Tanks has come out with some new content announced in the Gamescom 2025. This is going to be the live reaction. I just came home from eating 100 pieces of sushi. So now let's watch these two videos. First up is a cinematic trailer, right? That's coming up. Let's watch this one first. It is going to be pretty interesting to see if what they're cooking is interesting, of course. I mean, I'm curious, right? I'm curious. Let's put it that way. So this looks very modern. Very modern. Most obviously on live oak. This is the cinematic trailer, so I'm not sure like exactly what we're gonna see from this. Wow, epic. That's a lot of tracks. That's 2 barrels, and you know I'm a big fan of the British double barrel line. I love shooting at it. Yeah, very modern looking. The sandstorm is pretty cool. I mean, this guy can't aim, that's for sure. This guy really cannot aim, to be honest. Wow, epic movie scene Ricochet. Unbelievable. Woo! Amarak, good. Random event plane. I don't even know what map this would be. Oh my god. The Lion King recreated. Epic. Epic. This is the cinematic trailer. There's not much to say to that, but that's a lot of tanks, my guys. World of Tanks 2.0. Unbelievable. Now into the real stuff, of course. The 16-minute video. I think this was highlighted at the Gamescom.
The biggest and most important update in the game's history. It marks the start of a new era.
Okay. A new era. Unbelievable. I thought World of Tanks was dying. I've been told for the last like year or so World of Tanks is dying and it's closing down in September. So I don't know what this is, but somebody's lying. I don't know who's lying yet, but we're gonna figure it out together. That's a lot of tanks. It always amazes me how many tanks there actually are in this game. Oh wait, was I missing something on the top? Well, we'll see everything anyways. I mean, honestly, let's start it off. Like, I actually like this UI. I don't know about you. Like, maybe the UX is not fantastic behind it, but I like this UI. I don't know.
Begin with the all-new garage. The new garage reflects the scale of the changes. It's spacious and richly detailed, with contrast lighting, new music, and surround sound. Here, you can feel the spirit of preparation for intense battles all around. This is where vehicles are designed, assembled, painted, and repaired. All areas are united in a single complex.
This new garage thing is like, I like the garage actually. It all feels part of the same thing.
The interface has also been updated. The top
Again, I really like this UI. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just a little zoomer mentally, but I like this UI. I really do. I like it. I like the more modern look of it. I thought that the old one looks like it was made in 1960, to be honest, and maybe that like kind of fits in a way, but like it just looks old. I mean, some people say that this is new and it looks cheap, but I don't know. It's just my perspective.
Screen has become clearer as the game menu list has been moved to the left and stacked vertically, just as a list should be. The vehicle's crew has been moved next to equipment, consumables, and other vehicle loadout menus. So all pre-battle preparation now happens in one place, above the vehicle panel. The vehicle panel can...
I can already hear people say, sorry, I was adjusting the volume a little bit. I can already hear people say that they're missing like the stats here because I don't see the stats here. But personally, when do you really look at that? Like, when do you really look at that? I mean, like, I don't see it here, but when do you look at that? I look at it when I set up a tank or when I want to remember something specific. For the rest of the time, it's just there.
Now be
personally
expanded by pressing the space bar, giving you the maximum information whenever you need it. In its expanded view, you can now quickly scroll through all your vehicles. And
playlist function, I think, is something that is just like a big plus in general. I don't think there's anything to complain about that. I think people kind of like that anyways, because you can make like an on-start playlist, you can make a random playlist, tier 6 playlist, tier 6 heavies, tier 7 heavies, whatever. You know, like you can put the tanks that you quite often play together and the same thing and filter through it easily.
Create your own custom vehicle lists. Just like
I mean, disgusting.
Music playlists for different moods.
Good thing. Just a good thing.
The familiar filters still work as before. The right side of the screen contains all the latest events, in-game activities, battle pass, daily missions, all in one place. All vehicle information is now displayed in a new window. In just a few clicks, you'll find a description of its mechanics.
I can understand that some people are like, more clicks. Yeah. I'm not convinced about this UX part entirely myself because click, 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 click. But the amount of time that you really care about this information, I feel like the most useful one is the armor. Like this, I feel like, okay, personally, I look at it like when I'm setting up the tank or when I want to remember something specific.
Module research tab,
you know,
and its armor layout.
I feel like this indeed was probably like, it's kind of deserving of its like own little button almost, like armor viewer. I feel like that deserves its own little button if I think about, because this one is the most useful and hopefully will be expanded upon further. It's already really nice to have a tool like this in the game from what it shows. Like this is like really something, you know, that I would like. A lot of people have been asking to be this in the game. I don't think it's perfect, but not having to leave the game to look up armor model when you want to remember something quickly, like, oh, I want to check a weak spot on this tank, wonder how that guy penned that, you know, this kind of stuff.
The new Armor tab lets you learn how to block damage effectively and where to aim to penetrate your opponent's armor. Here, you can find a detailed breakdown of the vehicle's armor, including its screens. Hover the cursor over any point to see the exact effective armor thickness at the selected angle. After the battle, you'll now have access to a comprehensive post-battle statistics.
I mean, I kind of also like the way this looks. I also like this, the part where you see your own tank in the, like, after the battle. I like that. I mean, maybe this is my zoomer instinct, you know, even though I'm turning 30 soon.
Have access to a comprehensive post-battle statistics screen. All this has made the interface more functional and better organized, while retaining the existing overall logic. The new interface and garage are an important part of World of Tanks 2.0, but they're just the beginning of the game's transition to a whole new level. That's right, Tier 11.
Man, I can say that we talked about that we were part of the sessions at the summit, and it's been really tough to keep this a secret, you know, for this long. To be honest with you, like, it's so hard to keep something like this a secret when you know, like, a lot of things are happening, and it's like, you know, that there's other stuff happening, which of course doesn't excuse the initial thing, but it's like, I mean, puts it a little bit more in perspective, if that makes sense, like what I'm trying to say. But you can't say it. It's like, it wasn't easy. Let me put it that way. It wasn't easy.
16 brand new vehicles at once.
I don't think, like, this is an insane amount of content in one update. Like, it's new altogether. Like, it's crazy amount of content, to be honest. And yeah, it's just crazy.
This is a major leap forward for the game and an opportunity for you to discover a whole new layer of gameplay. This is an all-new picture of battle that you'll paint yourself. To get to a Tier 11 vehicle, research it for XP and purchase it for credits. That's all there is to it.
If the price seems right, like what they said here, 325,000 XP, and what is that?
Purchase it for credits.
7.4 million credits from what this video says. I personally think that if it's indeed that price, that's very good, you know? Like, I feel because this is 3 million, that's 6 million. You could expect 9 million, but 7.4 million. I mean, I'm not sure if I can complain about that, to be honest. Like, it will be a grind no matter what, but it doesn't seem unfair.
That's all there is to it. 7 heavy tanks, 5 medium tanks, 3 tank destroyers, and 1 light tank await.
The best part, guys, no artillery. And no FV. Woo! Anyways.
All these vehicles continue their existing tech tree branches with their own diverse playstyles. There's plenty to choose from. Each Tier 11 vehicle has its own unique mechanic. That may be an active ability that you can use at the right moment.
Minigun, like that seems like what? Secondary gun? Yeah, I mean, this one looks just Giga IMO. Personally, I think it looks Giga.
A passive effect that works automatically.
That seemed like focused on ram damage.
Situational bonus that activates in certain conditions.
What is this? This is boosted damage. Don't know if I'm a fan of that.
Some boost firepower, while others enhance mobility or even...
I mean, we'll discuss all of these further in detail when everything is like fully released, like with details, etc. Because it's hard to, you know, just base it off what you currently saw, right?
Reconnaissance. All of them highlight each vehicle's unique playstyle.
Oh, this is really interesting. You see how this is like mini upgrades that you can get across the board. So this is like kind of like field mods, but like a different kind of concept altogether. Because quickly about field mods itself, I think it's a broken system that doesn't really work that well. It's unfair that you constantly have to pay to switch it, and there's not really any choice to it.
Vehicles feature an upgraded system exclusive to Tier 11, replacing field modification. It lets you make each of the 16 vehicles even more effective by improving both their base characteristics and special mechanics. When your vehicle is fully upgraded, you can unlock customization elements unique.
This I really like, unlike field mods, is that you can get everything, apparently, and you don't have to choose. And choosing, and I didn't see anywhere you needed to pay either, but I could have missed that. And that is about field mods, you know, it's really expensive. It's 150k to switch between the two. You know, it's pretty expensive, so.
To Tier 11. A stat track.
I mean, this is some vanity stuff. Personally, I don't really care about it. I think the stat tracker is cool, but outside of that, I mean, the gun sleeve is also cool. I mean, I like it, but it's not making me like hype about it. The tanks itself making me hype, but like this stuff, it's cool, right? It's cool.
Volumetric 2D styles and gun sleeves. And to get all this, all you need to do is play.
I like the stat tracker. It's funny. I don't know.
Play at the new tier. Update 2.0 aims to prove gameplay in all areas, and the big rebalance is a crucial part of this. It was broad and systematic, taking into account the introduction of...
I don't think you guys understand just how big this update is in that regard. Like, if these are all, I don't know if these are all the tanks that are being rebalanced. I guess so, but it's like huge. Because what were people complaining about recently? Let's go over the complaints real quick. What was it? Maps. I mean, this doesn't really tackle this. There's one new map. Maybe it's missing some map changes. I guess you could complain about that still. Balance. I mean, if this doesn't tackle it, then I don't know. Personal missions. I mean, you know, there is literally a new personal mission campaign. So I don't know. Matchmaker also being changed.
Tier 11. Changes have been made to almost the entire vehicle roster. This is a complex package of adjustments that, together, will enhance the experience for every player. First, stock vehicle configurations have been significantly improved.
I'm sorry, I cannot complain about it. Like, I'm not here to suck Wargaming's dick in no way, shape, or form, but I cannot complain about stock configurations being improved.
This smooths out the dips in their combat potential as you progress through tech tree branch research. The top configuration,
maybe a few years late, but nonetheless nice.
Will remain the strongest, but vehicles will now feel more comfortable to play right out of the box. Second, the module system has been simplified.
Again, a good thing, because for me, like, I am not historically accurate kind of guy. I don't care about that. I play the game because, you know, I like the game. It's not even that much about the tanks. I just like the game, you know. So all of this like legacy stuff, like multiple guns, multiple this, multiple radios, which is like the most useless shit ever. Okay, get rid of it. It's fine.
All radio modules apart from the top ones have been removed, while suspension no longer affects load capacity.
That's also just a nice thing.
No more restrictions on modules and equipment for stock configurations.
Nice.
This applies to all researchable vehicles in the game. On top of that, targeted improvements have been made to hundreds of vehicles across multiple tiers.
Yeah, Concept 5 buff. By the looks of things, I mean, let's assume that it's a buff, because I don't think they would nerf it. You know, I'd hope so.
Researchable light tanks have gained more hit points.
Nice. I mean, not necessarily a bad thing.
Number of premium tanks have been...
Okay, this one was shit. That's the same one, actually. Definitely shit. That's fine. Those deserve a buff.
Improved. Many underperforming tier 10s have been buffed.
The SAC buff, I think it's fine. Although I think that the SAC is a fun tank already, and it's tricky because I already think that the SAC is really fun. Type 5 buff, I'm curious. I think it's a really tough tank to get into the right place where it doesn't overperform, but we'll see.
Including the Type 5 Heavy and much more. All this will improve your experience as you progress through any tech tree branch. The big rebalance will improve the quality of battles, especially in tandem with the new Matchmaker.
I think this is a big thing for many people, because there's always complaints about the Matchmaker. Always. I'm curious.
The Matchmaker is essential for a comfortable gaming experience.
Yes.
To make it smarter and more flexible, we've almost completely rewritten its core, its very foundation. So now, battles now feature the most varied possible vehicle lineups, even when there are a lot of similar vehicles in the queue.
So what I think that means is, like, for example, when you have an assembly shop event, you don't face off 15 against 15 of the same tank. I think that's what it's trying to say, because you had like the G-Source on both sides and then it swapped that out.
Teams are more often built with a one-tier...
I mean, it doesn't seem... Teams are more often built with a one-tier difference. I'm a big fan of +1, -1. It doesn't seem to be a hard +1, -1. So we'll see how that goes. But if it does really give you more +1, -1, like more often than now, especially for tanks that are usually bottom tier, like tier 8, tier 7... tier 6, in basically almost all of them, then yeah, that will be very comfy and something very, very much complained about throughout the community, at least, and understandably so.
Roles are taken into account. For example, the Matchmaker will put a
This is also just a good thing. It of course still depends on the triangle player, yeah, but you won't have like a V4 playing against the Griller. Normally they're both sniping because they don't know what they're doing, but nonetheless, you know.
Against a T110E3, not against a Grill 15.
My point exactly.
Teams are limited to 3 light.
I will say it already. For me, this is not harsh enough. Like I've said it before, it's not harsh enough. You still end up with pretty bad templates, in my opinion. 2 IDs, 3 lights, 5 tank destroyers. It doesn't leave enough room for actual tanks that are playing the game, in my opinion. I know this is like a hard limit, but for me, it's not tough enough. I think past 2 lights, especially for higher tiers, is a detriment for the battle. And yeah, 40 past 4 TDs also started becoming it depends really what TDs it is, but you know, like even this MM, like if you're playing like let's say the 758, it's kind of annoying, you know, like, or you're playing the Panzer 7. I mean, you have a Kran to play against, which is very annoying for you. A 705 is very annoying. E5 and AMX is doable. But the rest, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
And 5 tank destroyers each. And most importantly, the Matchmaker now adapts better. It reacts to the number of players in the queue and the distribution of vehicle types and even roles. And finds the best compromise between reducing wait times and assembling the 2.
Everybody can say that they like to queue longer, but nobody likes queuing past a minute. At least they're not in EU. It feels weird. So that's fine.
2 most balanced teams, with the latter always taking priority.
I'm already going to say it. I don't care about PvE at all. I know many of you like PvE. I really don't care.
The world is on the brink of great changes. Their source is a tiny island called Nordskar. Your mission is to land there and infiltrate a secret base. Gather intel on a new weapon and stop the launch of a satellite carrying data. If leaked, it could change everything.
Operation Boiling Point is a single-player story mission that introduces you to a brand new location, Nordskar. Fierce resistance from new Tier 11 tanks awaits you. During the mission, you'll have the chance to capture the newest vehicles yourself. 3 different tanks will help you to adapt to what's happening on the battlefield. Switch up your tactics and vehicles. Utilize new abilities. Call in air support.
I'm sorry guys, I don't care about PvE. It means it does nothing to me. Like, it does absolutely nothing to me.
The secrets of Nordskar Island will lead you to Sector 3. The 3rd personal missions campaign.
I think this was another thing that people complain about for a long time. For me, the most important part about this 3rd personal mission campaign is the tanks that are in it, and second of all, if they like tackled the annoying missions that like are just annoying to do and made it more like actual doable.
An all-new challenge for your skills that's drastically different from the 2 previous campaigns, with new conditions and worthy rewards. The campaign consists of 3 operations, each of which is divided into 3.
Black rock. I've seen a lot of black. I've seen a lot of black rocks in my life, dude. Although they weren't called rocks, they were called something else, but they were big and they were also black. So I don't know.
Missions, Vanguard,
familiar.
Assistance. Each series is completed in vehicles of corresponding roles.
At least it's not nation bound by the looks of things. That's also something that's annoying. So, yeah, fine.
No missions are restricted by vehicle type or nation. Just 3 general groups by role.
That's a plus.
The mission conditions may not be easy, but they're all achievable.
That is so much, like, blocking is one of the worst mission conditions ever. I'm gonna be honest, I hate almost every mission condition outside of like do damage, to be honest, because they all change kind of the way that you want to play the game normally. And when you don't complete the mission, it frustrates you. Like for me, it's a negative feedback loop. Get a map, can't do the mission, negative experience, continue. I don't know.
Achievable. Each operation will be considered completed after its progress bar is filled. You can fill it not just through the main series missions, but also through daily and weekly ones, at any ratio at your own discretion. This means you're always moving toward your goal, even if you're stuck on a tough series mission. After you complete your first operation, the Tier 8 Windhun tank destroyer will appear in your garage. Awaiting you in the second operation is the Tier 10.
It's a Tier 10, so, you know, it's a Tier 10 and a Tier 11, man. That's pretty cool.
VZ-60S Dravitz heavy tank. Finally, when you complete the third operation, you'll get the rarest and probably the most coveted Tier 11 vehicle.
The Black Rock.
The Black Rock.
The BBC. Thanks.
Its characteristics are complemented by a unique firing mechanic that really makes it worth the effort. But no matter how outstanding the Black Rock might be, first and foremost,
I've seen a lot of outstanding Black Rocks.
it's a symbol. Cold, hard proof that you're damn good.
We've already
The
kind
island
of seen
where the
this.
Sector 3 story begins isn't just the setting for a solo mission. It's also a full
People wanted new maps. They get a new map. This is what I said in the beginning. I feel like here, for me, the only thing that this update is missing is, well, 100% mark of excellence. You know what I mean? But on top of that, more map changes. That's like, if I'm checking off the boxes of what would I have liked to have seen, it's the one that's missing.
full-fledged random battles map. Nordskar is a new battlefield that will transport you to
We'll see how
a
it plays.
Norwegian island turned secret base.
We'll really see how it plays. New map is really
The
but the
launch pad and
question is,
design
how does it
workshops
play?
create cover.
Because this map looks like, I think it was Airship Yard back in the day is what it was called. But it was in a winter setting. And I thought this was alright, not fantastic. So, I don't know, we'll see.
And key positions on 2 different flanks.
Good soundtrack though.
The workshops are the arena for close-range brawls, with the overhead pass offering the opportunity to close in on the enemy. In the center of the map, you'll have plenty of space to pick up speed, then find places to stop and spot. The launch pad has both enough space for maneuverable combat and terrain with cover. Its underground part also provides opportunities for flanking and sudden strikes.
I like 3-dimensional gameplay.
Explore this new map and its unique atmosphere. Find your own ways to victory on Nordskar. Another game mechanic improvement is the updated armor penetration indicator. Pressing the Y button lets you highlight the armor not only at the aiming point, but
There's going to be so much controversy about this one. And I'm going to give you my opinion already. To me, for me as a player, this looks super useless. For me. I will never really use this. I will never have the need for this. And for most people that are like experienced in the game or have experience in the game, I think also they will not use this or they do not need this. But for somebody that's not good, doesn't have a lot of time, doesn't feel like wanting to leave the game to learn, I think this can be a tool to learn. I don't think this is something that you can actively use by the look of it. It's like, I don't think it's something that you have time to like actively like be looking around for something. But I think this is something that a player can use to learn. I do not believe that this will degrade armor in a way that many people will say it will degrade armor, because with this looking, they're not going to figure out that the mantlet of the E4 is actually weak. You know what I mean? Like from here, they cannot see that the E4 mantlet is weak, and they cannot see that the structure here and the structure there that is also like weak. Actually, that's a massive weak spot for most pens. You just go straight through that. So I see this as a learning tool, like a visual thing. Like you see it and you hopefully learn from it and use it in your future battles. I know that a lot of people are not going to like this, but I am also not shy of giving my opinion that I think this is a good tool for bad players, new players, returning players that can use all the help that they can get in a game that is already so complex on numerous layers, that if we're making something a little bit dumber, like crunching it down, it is not a bad thing. That is my opinion on it. But I will not use it myself because I don't need it. I mean, I'll activate it, but I won't need it.
Also the surrounding area. It activates with a slight delay after you stop and start aiming. The highlighting works only in sniper mode, within a small radius inside the aiming circle, and at a distance of up to 300 meters.
I mean, there's so many parameters to this. Like, for it to work, you know, like there's so many parameters to this. If it was up to me, I would buff it. I feel like it's like too dumb now, like too hard to actually use personally. Hate me for that if you want to.
Sound is another important part of the game. It deepens immersion and provides additional information about what's happening around you. We've diversified our audio using real tank sounds.
I've spoken to the guy that actually records all of this, and he's like so passionate about sound, and they've done like these recording sessions, and it's actually pretty cool, to be honest.
With new engine and track effects, vehicles now sound different. And more importantly, realistic. All the audio was recorded using real combat
That's so cool,
vehicles
actually.
at the Tank Museum in Bovington. Tank collisions now sound richer and more believable, while destruction sounds vary depending on object size and material.
It seems like a small thing, but this is not really a small thing. It just seems like a small thing because it's not something like really gameplay orientated, but immersion orientated. But I think a lot of work went into this as well.
Update 2.0 brings random events to 4 more.
I like random events. I'm already going to give my opinion. I like random events, but I will again put a disclaimer. The downside of good random events is that it can make you miss the random event, and that is not the purpose of the random event. Like Rurenberg with the random event, fantastic. Like actually, Rurenberg without the random event, kind of poo-poo, man. You know what I mean? It's like, if the random event is really, you have like really useless random events like Prokhorovka, like really good ones like Rurenberg, and it's like, I'm like waiting for the random event. And I feel like that is not good either. So like, it's hard. Like, I like random events, but it's like, I don't know.
Maps. Fjords now has a bunker with a passage, and an airstrike opens its doors to everyone.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Like, I'm gonna be honest, at least it's not an airplane for once. That's actually cool. No, that's actually cool. I like that one. I think I'm gonna like that one. That's cool. That's actually cool.
Ensk region features periodically passing trains that create dynamic cover for moving forward or
Kinda
changing
useless.
position.
Nobody will use those.
On Redshire, a downed airship can crash at any moment.
Another one?
Its wreckage forms a chain of cover between the center and the castle.
Ooh.
And in the southern part of Paris,
Dude, I wish they would blow up the Eiffel Tower.
bridge was spoiling the entire view from the window. So its debris creates new
That was
cover
cool.
for
That was a
aggressive
missile.
play, and even ramps to reach higher ground.
That's
You'll have more
cool.
opportunities to close in and crush some armor. Tier 11. The Rebalance and Matchmaker, the improved interface, personal missions, and much more. All this is our new era. This is World of Tanks 2.0.
That was it. That was the video. I really like this update. Me, personally, really like this update. These tanks, indeed, they look a bit funky. But I already told you that I'm not really like a historical accuracy kind of guy. Like, I don't really care about that much. I care more about gameplay. So for me, that's totally fine. I can understand if that's a turn off for you, but I'm only speaking about my opinion. So what was something that I really wanted, and I said this, I think, the summit as well, is like endgame content, because I'm an endgame player. I've been playing World of Tanks for so long. This does it for me. Like, endgame content, I got it. A new mission campaign, I got it. MM changes, I got it. And one of the things that was a big complaint always is how slow that they are, or were, at least with balance changes. Now, I know we've had a long period of little content, no content, recycled content. And I know it's been frustrating for many players. But imagine how frustrating it is knowing your frustration, knowing what's coming, and not being able to like relieve that frustration. So I hope in that part, it was worth the wait, because like, you know, also the January teaser was terrible. Like, that was absolutely a failure of huge levels. But so yeah, for me, the only thing I'm really missing in this update is extensive map changes to problematic maps. There's so many of them that have like problematic stuff. Abbey, Overlord, Sand River. I mean, I feel like I can almost name, if I look through the list, I can name like at least 10 maps that have like real problems. Even the new airfield has problems that need to be fixed. So airfield, Sand River, even, yeah, Redshire, but it has a random event now. I mean, I can't think of it from the top of my head, but like Overlord, for example, Empire's Border, and the list really goes on, right? Of like maps that have big problems that I think need to be tackled. So that's what it's missing. But I can live with it missing for everything else that I'm getting. Does that make sense? So I really looking forward to this update. I'm excited for it. I'm now curious, of course, what do you think about this? What do you think? Like, how do you feel about it? What do you like? What do you not like? But, you know, I'm still confused because the game was supposedly dying and now it's not dying. So, like, what am I going to do with that? Anyways, gamers, I will be active more often again now from YouTube, especially because all of the new content coming up gives me something to talk about, yap about, and record about as well. I hope you enjoyed this, I think, 40-minute reaction video. And yeah, I will see you guys all very soon for the very next one. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful time. Peace. See you on the next one.